Welcome to Uncovering Opportunity and Value, Human Touch at Scale. Here we are at the TSIA World in Orlando. I'm David Mangham, Head of Customer Success for Tech Experts.
And I'm Ed Powers. I'm a consultant with Service Excellence Partners.
So we want to talk to you today about one of the challenges in the industry, which is generating revenue in this difficult economic environment. One of the things that we really look at is the customers that you have are our greatest source of potential revenue, but typically they're ignored. It's those segment 2, segment 3 customers that you have in your book of business, but that you don't necessarily have the resources or the ability to serve those customers in an effective manner.
Yeah, and I'm seeing that all the time with my clients, Dave. Everyone is thinking about how do we do more with less? How do we address these customers at scale and do it cost effectively? Everybody's got the Pareto principle problem, right? You've got a small number of accounts that generate the vast majority of your revenue and growth potential. And then you've got these long tail accounts and many of them, and you got some that are in the middle. And everybody's thinking about, well, we can't spread the peanut butter anymore. We can't address everybody and give everybody the same level or same engagement that we would like to. We have to make some tough choices. So everybody's looking at scale and how do we do that in tier 3 and produce a really good result.
Absolutely, and it's looking at that ability to spread your resources across a large number of accounts that we can really help with. When you look at your traditional North American, Western European cost of a CSM, you can cover 50 accounts for a lot of money. But what we've been able to do, because we do outsource in a number of different regions, we've been able to expand that capacity to, in a human way or human touch, reach out to 250, 300, 350 accounts for the same cost. And now it changes the whole economics of human touch at scale.
Yeah, that's a great point. And, most people, when they think about scale, this tier 3, what do? They want to automate everything, right? And that makes a lot of sense. That's the cheapest way of doing any of this stuff. And people are real excited about GPT 3 that's come out, right? Or is it 4? Are we at 4? GPT 4? I think we're at 4.
Yeah.
But amazing capabilities of this new technology, AI and machine learning. There will be some fantastic applications of that technology, but we're not quite there yet, replacing humans, are we?
And that's just it. Technology is great. It's not to say do away with technology, but adding that human element of the relationships is really important. And it really starts with onboarding. And I know that's something you're passionate about.
Yeah, absolutely. What starts right stays right. And we cannot understate or overstate, I should say. We can't overstate the importance of doing things right from the beginning. I was just on a call with a client before we were doing this recording who were talking about a huge client that churned. And as they kind of unpacked what was the root cause of this, they got off on the wrong foot. The whole thing got fumbled, and people will make decisions and judgments based upon what happens in the very beginning, right? So Absolutely. First impressions really matter. And when you're trying to bring on these really big, meaty customers, if you don't do it right the first time, you're going to be paying for it.
Without a doubt. I mean, I've seen research that shows that first 90-day period of onboarding is critical. That's when most customers make the decision, are they going to renew or not? So if you don't get it right in the first 90 days, you're starting from a place that is really difficult to recover. But it's not just onboarding that's important. It's driving that adoption. It's assessing the risk and that whole success management piece that, like I said, you can use some technology, but building the relationships and understanding a customer's business will ultimately drive then the renewals and the expansion of revenue. And, if I share some real world examples of that, so it's not just theoretical, oh, if you do this, we'll get results. Actually, last year for the year 2022, for a large software company, the customer success team at Tech Experts delivered the following results. We had a 96% customer satisfaction rate. We delivered over 1,500 new onboardings for customers, and those are those onboardings that are so critical that we're actively involved with. And then finally, that ability to generate revenue. We had $125 million in a book of business that we grew by $60 million to $185 million for this customer. It paid for the cost of those people on the phones and in-person meeting with their customers. And at the end of the day, resulted in a 10x ROI for it. So the financials are there. You just have to, look at this from a different perspective, which is humans, A, matter, and B, you can do it in a cost-effective way.
Yeah, and if I understand, Dave, your client wasn't able to afford staffing for this, right? I
Correct.
mean, they wanted to do it, but they just couldn't make the economics work until they talked to you, right?
Exactly.
And that's the real difference. This was a whole segment of their customer space they really weren't paying much attention to, and you got 60 million more bucks for them.
Without a doubt. One of the things that's, I think is critical is the right fit for the customers. And I know you're a, big proponent of not one solution for everybody,
Yeah.
but you got to have the right fit.
Exactly. And this isn't a fit for everybody in every case in every possible business. What it is a great fit for is, if you have a product or service that it has medium complexity, it's not as really, really simple like you would have for product-led kind of companies where it's all self-serve and very obvious and intuitive
Fully
and very
automated. Yeah.
automated. This is probably not a really good fit for that.
Mm-hmm.
This is for that kind of medium complexity where we have some SMB clients, maybe some smaller clients who need that extra attention, who are driving change. Change is so difficult, and change
Really is.
management really needs some personal attention in order to make that successful. This is a great fit for that.
Exactly. And the other area that we had a lot of success with is looking at different regions of the world, as well as language support. So, it cost a lot of money to set up locations all across the globe. It's a situation where we have the locations already available, and we supported 52 different customers in 52 different countries, 12 different languages that were, like I said, neglected in the past. They did not have a person to go to. It was just, I got an email and it was probably in English, and, if that doesn't fit in China, then that impact is lessened. So having people that can speak their language in their region has really been powerful. And I think that's one of the things we need to, we ask our the audience here, online, is this right for you? Ask those hard questions. Do I have the right regional coverage? Do I have the right language support? Do I have the right solution? Like you said, if it's not a fully automated solution, you should probably take a look at this. So if you have questions, you want to get more information, please reach out to us, and we'd love to talk to you about this. Thank you.